Alright, so this is what the beauty box looks like. It is called the Artist Edition 60-piece collection. The original price of this one is actually $29.99. It is $193 in value. You have the ingredients list right over here. Now, every Christmas, actually, they release something like this, or it's more of like a seasonal thing. Sometimes they have this, sometimes they do not. So the collection includes one eyeshadow palette with 36 shades, 4 glitter top coats, 3 brow powders, 2 eyeliner pencils, lip glosses, sheer lip glosses, blushes, highlighter, bronzer, brow wax, brow gel, 1 eyeshadow primer, 1 face primer, and 1 dual-ended eyeshadow brow and brush, and 1 blush brush. So this is made in China. I'm not so sure if they also sell this somewhere else, but I have reviewed boxes like this from Ulta in the past, and they have seen something like this exactly at Walmart. So it's more of like, in my opinion, it's more of like a private label thing. Sometimes they do that, sometimes they do not. When it comes to the packaging, it is entirely made out of plastic. If you're gonna ask me if this is something that you can use professionally, I wouldn't really recommend it because it is a little bit flimsy. But as you guys can see, I bought this because what? It is aesthetically pleasing. I think you can definitely, you know, bring this with you if you have like a 3-day trip to Vegas, or like, you know, short trip to Hollywood, like small vacations like that. But honestly, if you're gonna put something heavy in this, it's going to break, it's going to scratch. It's not for, you know, long, you know, if you know what I mean. If you are doing something professionally, you should invest on something even more durable. So in the back of my head, I think this is more of like an introduction to makeup. Such a good introduction to makeup because number one, it is so affordable, and number two, like the packaging is not even bad. I feel like for the most part, for half off, for $14.99 that I got this, I feel like that already paid for the packaging itself. It is so beautiful. But again, it's not the sturdiest thing in the world, but I do appreciate the fact that it comes in a vanity case like this. And of course, it's pink too. So when you open it up, you're just going to unclasp that, and this is what it looks like inside. So in the front, you will be seeing some eyeshadows. You have some warm, and then you have your cool side right over here at the very bottom. You'll be seeing the glitter top coat, which I'm so curious about because it has been a while since I have used something from Ulta. So I'm definitely gonna go ahead and try that out later. And then when you open it up, you have your face palette right over here, blush, contour, and highlight. The blush, the color looks so promising. I wanna try that later. And then they also have like an orange blush too, which you guys know me personally, I love orange blushes. And then you have something for the brows. Just by looking at the brow powder, I feel like this is going to be effective, but I don't want to get too excited because every time I'm excited, it always turns out to be like trash, so let's not do that. And then you have an eyeshadow primer, a face primer, 4 lip glosses. Now, I wish that the lip products are not all glosses. I know these are, like, 2 of these are sheer, 2 of them are, I'm guessing, the more pigmented type. And then you have a dual-sided applicator tip. One seems to be for blending, and one is an angled one, but I think the angled brush is going to be a little too thick for the brows, so we're gonna figure out something else for us to be able to use that. And then you have a tiny little blush brush right over here. Now, I wish that instead of 4 lip glosses, I wish that they included, you know, neutrals, because this is reds already. You know, at least they could have included something like a little more like a nude, because not everybody is comfortable enough to wear something dark like that. And they're all lip glosses. At least include like 1 lip gloss, 1 lipstick, 1 lip balm, 1 liquid lipstick. Doesn't that sound great? But like, hello, for like that price, for like $29, why are we still complaining? It's already affordable. But you know, if other brands can do it, I'm pretty sure Ulta as a big company can do it as well. So anyways, the best part of this one is that you can actually take this one out. Now, if you are going to travel, let's say you just wanted this one, you can actually also do that. Or if you find these eyeshadows good enough, or let's say the shadows are good enough, you can really depot them. And I also appreciate the fact that at the top you can see the name of the shades. It's perfect if you wanted to do like a little tutorial, this and that. So I'm so excited. We're gonna go ahead and start. Let me close this and set everything up, and we are going to start with the brows. Okay guys, let me show you what the brow palette looks like first. So this one is actually a brow wax, and these are eyeliners. Now, if the eyeliner pencil is too rough, I'm not gonna use it, but let's go ahead and try to use it. I am going to give you guys like a swatch first. Ooh! It is powdery, but let me tell you, it's actually really, really smooth. It's not bad, you guys. And then for the pencil, I did not expect that to be creamy at all. Wow. I'm gonna try it on our waterline, okay? That is amazing, you guys. Okay. So today I am going to be using the medium brown brow powder. And I'm going to be using the angled brush that is included in the kit. It's like I want to try the darkest one, but I want to try this one first. And I'm also trying my best not to contaminate the brow wax because it's literally just underneath. I'm just so shocked right now. That is done. That is amazing. That is amazing. Guys, I'm so impressed with this brow palette and the brush. I was telling you guys a while ago that it looks so thick compared to the regular ones that I used, but it's not bad at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to conceal my brows all around, and then I'll be back. We're going to start working with the eyeshadows. So this is the warm eyeshadow palette. I'm just giving you guys a closer look at the palette before I even swatch them for you. So these are the colors in the warm palette. I just want to emphasize these two right over here. This is actually the glitter ones, and they're so beautiful. Oh my gosh, but I'm not so sure if they are going to apply with an applicator because again, they are a little powdery. But look at all these shades. You can see a little bit of inconsistency going on. I would say that some of them match my skin so you can't really see it. But overall, they are a little powdery, but they are smooth. So I'm guessing that this is actually pressed a little lightly, which is okay to me because there's color, you guys. I could compare this formula to Makeup Revolution's palette, the Iconic Pro. I'm not even kidding. They're actually pretty good, I must admit. I'm shooketh. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the Cool palette. That's amazing. And next we have the Cool palette, and this is what it looks like. So these are all your shades for the Cool Shadow palette. This actually shocked me because when I look at the pan, I'm like, that is not gonna work. It is powdery though, but again, you still have some color. Now, if you're new to my channel, I swatch without any base at all because I wanted to see if, you know, the full potential of the eyeshadows, if they are going to cling or not. However, this is actually very different when you use it on your eye because when you do the swatches, you just see the color pay off and it has pressure on it. Then, you know, you see the effect in full color or the full color on effect. What am I talking about? But anyway, this is what they look like. Again, I am shocked with these swatches. They swatched very well. And then these are all your glitters at the bottom. Now, this one is actually really weak. I can definitely tell, like, these ones are like, The one in the warm palette is way better in my opinion. So I was thinking I'd rather do all of the swatches now and just do the demo. This is the face palette. Okay, so this is the face palette. This is the bronzer, and this is your two blushes, and these are the highlight. The highlight, I'm so shocked. And I'm actually quite happy and so excited to try them out. I cannot wait to see what it looks like on my face. Now, the orange blush, unfortunately, I already know that it's not gonna look good on my skin. There's a white cast in here, so obviously this is not meant for my skin, but you know, if we want to work something out, it will definitely work out. And then here are the swatches for the lip glosses. These are the sheer ones, and these are the more you know, a little more vibrant. It has more color into it. They're all most likely, like, you know, in the berry side. But yeah, let's go ahead and start playing or continue playing. So to begin the eye makeup look, I'm going to be using the eyeshadow primer that is included in this kit. I feel that there's a little bit of tackiness, definitely. And I can see that it did somehow color corrected my eyes, but not completely. And then I am going to get this shade right over here and use that as a wash color and apply that all over my eye area. And I'm definitely going to do the same exact thing on my other eye. Next, I am going to get this brown shade right over here and apply that on my crease with a wiping motion. And the brush that I'm using right now is actually from NYX. Do not worry, we're going to be using the brush that is included in the kit in just a bit. And I can see that there's not much of a difference, so I am going to go ahead and grab the darker brown shade, which is the one that I'm pointing at right now, and apply that just underneath the first brown shade that we applied. So I'm doing this slowly, and I'm intensifying until I reach my preference. But the more I try to build up, it's just crumpling down and it's not adding a lot of color. So I just gave up and went ahead and applied the glitter on the middle of my eye area. It's not really that bad, but I hope that it was a little more, you know, colorful than this. So the glitter, I wasn't really satisfied as well, so I decided to mix them all together. So as you guys can see, there is so much falling out that's happening around my eye. I'm going to go ahead and grab this purple shade right over here because I'm really craving for death, because we're creating a halo eye makeup look, and I'm just going to go back and forth until we reach the, you know, my desired color. So again, this is what I have. I did try my very best. It is not bad at all, but it's not as vibrant as you would hope for. Next, I am going to use the black liner pencil. It has been a while since I have used this type of product. I can't really remember the last time I did, but one thing I can say about this pencil is that it is absolutely jet black, and it is very waxy. It's not hard to apply at all, so I like it for that. But the thing is that it doesn't completely set. Now, after that, of course, we're going to use the other brown liner, and I'm going to put that on my waterline just to darken it up a little bit. We're attempting to create a little bit of smokiness going on, and then we're going to go ahead and set our brows using the brow, you know, gel setter that is also included in the kit. Of course, I actually love this. It doesn't smell bad, and it's colorless, and I think that you can use this product alone. Definitely holds the brows in place. Next, I am going to use the face primer. So the face primer, you won't believe it exactly feels like the Benefit face primer, the poreless. So it's actually quite good because it definitely made the foundation, you know, glide like butter on my face. It was so easy to use. I just really love the fact that it just melts in your face using your hands. And then with the leftover of the brush, I'm just going to use that on my lower waterline. And of course, apply a generous amount of mascara on the top and bottom lash. So the mascara is the Smashbox mascara. I'm still just finishing what I have. And for my lashes, I will be using boba lashes in the style Ube. I really like this style of lash because you can still see through all of the hard work that you did. And it's so natural, you can definitely use it alone. That's what it looks like. Moving on to my favorite part, which is contouring. Not only it makes you look like you did a lot of workout, definitely changes the face shape that you have in whatever face shape you want. Hope I make sense on that. I'm actually using the brush that is included in the kit. It is very soft, it's not dense, and it's actually perfect for this as well because the size is so tiny. And then I'm going to be using the blush, the darker one, not the peach one. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and use the highlighter, the rose gold, and then I just decided to just mix them both up because, like, why not? And I was actually shocked on this one because it shows up like on the dot, like it shows a lot of it. However, it's kind of chunky though. And then lastly, for my lips, I'm going to be using the berry shade. I somehow like the formula of this one because it's a little sticky. So if you guys are into that type of glosses, then this is going to be your best friend. I love that it somehow gives a little bit of color as well. And that finishes the look, guys. This is the final result.
Let's take a trip across the sea, somewhere far away, and just be free. A place times don't go, we can call it our paradise. Just you and I, now wouldn't that be nice? It's our paradise, staying up all night, just you and I.
Alright guys, now that we are done playing with this whole entire 60-piece collection, I'm ready to give you guys my overall thoughts. We're going to go ahead and discuss them one by one. When it comes to the eyeshadows, I don't like them that much because they did not really perform the way that I kind of somehow expected them to perform. I was not really expecting something like, of course, you know, like Urban Decay or, you know, Juvia's Place or anything like that. But what I'm saying is that I kind of already set into my mind of what I actually paid for this product. So for the eyeshadows, it's okay. I think you will have a better chance if you put the, you know, eyeshadow primer and just slap on the color instead of doing the overall wash color. But other than that, I'm pretty sure if you wet these eyeshadows, there's more pigmentation into it. But I don't like the fact that they are so powdery, and that's that. So a little color payoff. They are not that buildable in my opinion. They're just powdery. Again, you get what you pay for, but you can definitely work with them. And then next you have the brow product. Now I love this brow palette right over here. I think this one is definitely one of the best ones that I have tried when it comes to like drugstore. I wish that it comes like in a pack. I might depot it because again, it is so freaking good. And then I have not tried the brow wax because I choose the brow gel instead. The brow gel, I like it. I like it a lot. It doesn't have any crazy smell or anything like that. And the best part is that it is translucent. You can use it with any other brow color, same as the wax. I really love it. I have no complaints about it. The eyeliners, I would say that the black, it is so pigmented. Both are not waterproof. They are sliding on my eye. The brown, I didn't really like it that much because it's just too waxy for me, especially on my skin type. Right now it is cold and then I can see it sliding off. I do not like those. The black, I like it because it's so dark. Maybe I'll keep the black one just so because it is even more darker than the ones that I have, which is amazing. So if I'm going to use this in the future, I am going to set it with a powder. But I really love the color payoff for sure. Now the blush palette, I would rate it as like, it's a little decent. It's not really that bad at all, okay? It's not really that bad. The highlighter is quite chunky, so be careful on that. But as you guys can see, it's effective. So it's not like super bad, but you know, you can only work with what you can really, you know, do with it. And then the brushes are pretty decent. And now over the years I have grown into like, you know, different types of brushes, and my preferences have changed over the years. And then when it comes to the brushes are okay. I mean, they serve their purpose, but I can feel that they are not very well made. I'm gonna tell you that. And then the lip glosses are good. I've only tried one, the one that has more color into it. I think it can obviously like double as like a liquid lipstick, but even more glossy. So I'm okay with it. It's not, it doesn't smell anything like crazy or that, it doesn't have any smell actually, so I'm okay with that. It has color, so I'm loving it. It's not as dark as I thought it would be, so it's okay. It's not really a big deal. I would say like the lip products are pretty decent. And then the eyeshadow primer, it's pretty good. I can tell the difference just by, you know, just like using my hand. I can feel like a little tackiness in there. I think what kind of messed this up is that it kind of, when I use the matte cream all over my eye area, because I always do that just to like, you know, color correct my eyelids because my lids are kind of like brown. So that's the reason why I do that, because I wanted to create like a clean canvas so the colors would pop, but it didn't really work. And then I would say the eyeshadow primer is kind of decent. It definitely clings, it definitely makes the eyeshadow cling even more. I can feel it. And then the face primer, I would say that the first time that I swiped it on my face, I can feel like it is so silicone-y. silicone-y. It's super silicone based, so if you guys are okay with that and if you feel like you're not gonna have like any allergic reaction, I would highly recommend it because it definitely made my foundation just really glide like butter. I wish they made this full size because again, I think it is such a good product. So in a nutshell, the only thing that I do not like in this kit are the eyeliner pencil. The eyeshadows, I really didn't like them. I'd rather use the brow powders as like an eyeshadow really. And then the brushes, I'm not really a fan of the brushes, but overall, when you come to think of it, for like $14 and you get all of this, of course you can definitely work your way with it. You know, you can always work with something that you have, and if you want to make it work, there's always a way for it to work. But, you know, I'm not saying that the product is hopeless. I would say that this is definitely for, you know, for shits and giggles, for like first time makeup, you know, wearers, or like for your teens, for your young adults. I think this is a perfect, you know, product for you to just, you know, play around and practice. So that is pretty much it, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, thank you guys so much for all of your patience. I know I have a slack for the last couple of days. Sometimes when you just keep on talking about makeup, kind of gets into you, and then I also have some other personal problems as well that I can't really share with you guys because again, it's too personal. And you know, some people don't really have good intentions about it, but overall I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I'm very grateful for every day, and I'm so grateful that you guys have joined me today. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys on my next video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.